I'm Gary Chan,
Hi, I'm Sue.
and we are happy customers or clients of Carlos. Carlos did renovation for my son's home. So at the time when we were looking for ID or company to do the renovation, we looked at people whom we already know. So Carlos was introduced to us by our son. Apparently he did a great job at my son's place as well.
What I noticed was that I like the cabinets in the kitchen. I like the marble. I think it's kind of marble top, or it's very thin and then it's very hardy. Even the tiles that he has chosen for my granddaughter's toilet was very happening. So it was like quite attractive to me.
Oh, we spoke to a few IDs, of course. But the thing that I liked about Carlos was that I told him that what I wanted was a person who is responsible and approachable. Because I said there will be lots of times when we are not sure about things, and then we will need to come and ask you, or things don't look the way it's supposed to look, and then we need to make some changes. So that was very important for me, to be approachable and responsible. Of course, with that two characteristics, you get a person who's reliable.
I think for me it was very important that, I hear a lot of funny things about the contractor not answering your phone calls after everything is over. And so I asked my son, how is he after the renovation? Can you get hold of him to come back and do the little things that we missed out and things like that? My son said, oh, no problem, no. Changing the lights, you couldn't do it, he'll just come and send his man over. So everything was like very, very convenient. And he was very responsive and very prompt, with his help. So I thought that was a very strong selling point. The rest of the IDs that we saw, the prices may be a little bit below his, but I think first of all, we didn't have that kind of assurance that he will come back to us after everything is over, which Ben, my son, told us that no, for Carlos it's very different. So that was very comforting to hear. We are both old, we needed some services like this.
Oh yes, we gave him some guidelines. We want the place to look airy and bright, because otherwise the whole idea of having all these windows would have gone to waste. So we wanted to have an airy place and a bright place, and I think he's delivered on that.
And we wanted to be, airflow to be very good. The windows, the breeze can come in and go through there and all that. Everywhere should be like that, And then of course the two toilets, we only have two toilets, and then it has to be as comfortable as possible. And I think he did a good job in that.
I think the main challenge was what would be the outcome of the renovation. That was the thing that worried me a lot. It's not so much as whether they will be doing the job. They were here on time, they were here with the people and all that. But the thing was, after it's delivered, what would it look like? And then if it doesn't meet the way it's supposed to be, then would there be a need for us to make more changes? And then of course there would be a cost factor. And the end result was, of course, obviously, because we are having this conversation, I'm quite happy.
Yes, and I think at one stage I thought that the way the sink was laid was not what I expected. And what Carlos did was that he was fully in agreement with me, and he wanted to change. After thinking through, so much changes to be made and all that, it was just a different way of laying out the sink. So in the end, I said, oh no, there's no need to change. So I thought that he handled it very well. There was a slight change from the specs, but I found that it was okay eventually, and I really no need to change. But Carlos was willing to change, and that really taken me aback. That most of the contractors say, I don't want, just change and all that. But Carlos was, I guess he's really confident in what he's doing, and then he sort of gives us this guarantee that he sells idea, he will make it
back us
up, and that was actually very important to both of us.
Actually, the house is quite small.
Very small.
So you come out from the room, you find everything already.
Yeah.
So there's really, she can't hide from me, I can't hide from her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I think that the very important thing was that he wanted to be a spacious toilet, and then so we got Carlos to think of a way to expand to the maximum and make it as comfortable as possible. I think he did that, and then that was very comfortable. And then his the way he has done the dividing wall and ordered this panel, I think that was also quite good. Cut off the oil and everything else when we are cooking. Yeah.
I would recommend Carlos without any hesitation. Like my nephew has just also got his flat, so I also recommended him to Carlos and some other friends as well. The reason is because when you recommend someone, if the thing turns out bad or to go south, then it's not so nice, right? But I have every confidence that Carlos will be professional and will do the job well.
So all this while he has been very reliable and very responsible, and I think these two qualities in Carlos he's very, very good good person to work with, so that's why we recommended his nephew. Because he came and the first thing he said that I want someone that's reliable, I want someone that's responsible. I said, that's Carlos. And then so we said you could talk to him and see how you feel about him. And I'm glad that to hear that he's now doing for my nephew.